How y'all doing today? Today we're going to talk about my second persuasive speech dealing with colleges versus tech schools. My name is Billy Mitchell, and the reason that I think I have the privilege and opportunity to talk to you about these is because of my background. Now, with my background being, I have been to 4 or 5 different technical schools, including Coosa Valley Technical High School. I have been to J.F. Ingram State Technical College. I have been to Jefferson State Technical College, and I have been to Gadsden State Technical College, along with a place called Global Tech. They are a technical college, kind of, but they only teach welding. And I have also been to 2 colleges now. I have been to Calhoun Community College, and I have been to the University of Minnesota in Crookston. Now, with these backgrounds, the reason that I want to talk to you about the colleges and the tech schools is to kind of give you an understanding of what you're looking at. Now, last time we talked about it, I kind of gave you the upside of going to tech schools instead of colleges. This time, I want to give you the upside of going to colleges instead of tech schools. For an example, the technical school, if you go to it, will cost you about $33,000 just for the classes that you need to graduate that trade. The difference in that and college is going to cost you around $26,000 a year if you go in state. If you go out of state, it's going to run you about $36,000 a year. That is not counting your room and board. So I would suggest you get a part-time job if you decide to go that direction. Now, the downside of trades is you're going to have to travel if you're wanting to make the best money that you can. For an example, if you want to weld, yes, you can make decent money working in your town, working for a construction company or even a fab shop. The average fab shop makes about $12 to $15 an hour. The average construction company makes between 20 and 30. But you're not going to make over $100,000 a year doing this unless you go and travel. The problem with doing these jobs are, one, you're messing with high current if you're welding. Two, you're always going to be dirty. You're always going to be filthy. And if you're traveling to make the real good money, you're going to be on job sites that are dangerous. There's people that die every day from working on a construction site. Either something just happened or somebody around that person or that person himself was not following safety guidelines and got that individual killed. You're going to be living out of hotels. If not, you're going to have to get you a truck and a camper and live out your camper. That's going to be your life. If you enjoy seeing your parents, if you enjoy seeing your siblings or even your cousins, that's not going to happen as much as you want it to. You're going to have to be on the road to make the real good money. On colleges, on the other hand, yes, you're going to start off on a low paying job if you went to get a 4-year bachelor's degree. But you can build up. If you're good at what you do and you like to do what you're doing, you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, up to $1 million a year. It depends on what field you actually want to get into. You're going to be able to see your parents on a regular basis because most likely you're going to stay somewhere around where you grew up at or around where they lived at anyway. Even if you moved a couple hours away to a bigger city to do these jobs, that's not going to mean that you've not went across the country. You can do that if that's what you want to do. But when I say construction workers that travel, I'm originally from Rome, Georgia, and I have been to every state in the United States but 8. And that's just traveling. Most of the time, I don't have time to see the sights. When I get done with a job, I'm packing up and I'm heading to the next one. If I don't have a next job, then I got to sit down, get on the computer, make phone calls, and worry about what my next check is going to look like or where it's going to come from. If you have a steady job where you're working in these plants, or if you're working for a hospital, or if you're working for a lawyer's office or anything, a doctor's office, anything of this nature where you didn't have to go to a tech school, you went to a 4-year college or even a 2-year college, gets you an associate's degree, you're going to have a steady income and a steady job at all times. The difference between an individual that's welding at a plant and an individual that welds on the road is this. One, the plant job is always going to be there. They're always going to need that type of income or that type of worker. For an example, I now work for American Crystal Sugar. I am a millwright and I am a welder. By me working at Crystal Sugar, I have a 40-hour check every week, guaranteed. And I do have a chance to work overtime. Now, when I was on the road and I was traveling, I usually work between 60 to 72 hours a week, every week. But my job can change dealing with the economy, dealing with political issues of a new president or anything of that nature. My job can change. Like right now, Biden's talking about killing the oil industry. Do you realize how many people are going to be out of jobs and not be able to work that type of field no more? If that does happen, there's a whole bunch of people that's going to be out of jobs, that's going to be looking for jobs, that are going to be trying to come to them plant jobs that you decided to work. You can go and work a desk job if that's what you want. That's not going to be a problem. You can even go into the field and work. You can go into being engineers, working with people, being HR specialists. You don't ever have to get your hands dirty or have to worry about working a deadly job or potentially deadly job if you don't want to. That's the good side about going to college. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way to provide for your family. Any construction job, that's what's going to happen. Now, let's talk about your different degrees that you have in college. You have an associate's degree, you have a bachelor's degree, you have a doctorate's degree, and there's so many more, I can't even name them all. But in a tech school, you're not going to get a degree. All you're going to get is a certificate of completion. And that's what 99.9% of the tech schools offer you, is just completion of certificate. So the choice is yours on exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. Me personally, on my side, I actually like the tech school. I like getting my hands dirty. But if you want to be that individual that dresses up, that likes to argue, then I would suggest you go be a lawyer. Nice car, nice money. And if you're good at it, you can make millions of dollars a year and start your own business that way. But who am I to say? Everyone's different. That's the reason why they offer different classes to different people. Choose wisely. Have a good day.